Inspired AF presents The Girl Who Cried Love, A Pivot to Self-Worth. Written and narrated by Lindsay Manfredi. This book is dedicated to all of us who have looked for love in all the wrong places. Introduction. We all know the story of the boy who cried wolf. Time after time, in his mischievous delight, the shepherd boy would shout, "Wolf, wolf," down the hillside to the villagers below. Each time they came running, only to find no wolf. Frustrated, they returned to the village. After a few false alarms, the day finally came when a real wolf appeared. The boy cried out for help, but no one came. His flock scattered. He was officially screwed. When he asked the villager why no one responded, the answer was simple. Nobody believes a liar, even when he's telling the truth. Sometimes I feel like my love life mirrors that story. I declare with certainty that this person is the one, only to watch it fall apart. It felt like people were whispering, "There goes Lindsay, falling in love again. Let's see how long this one lasts." But I don't doubt for a second that what I felt wasn't real love. I'm a lover. I've loved deeply. People, moments, music, life. I love it all. My friends remind me that this loving, nurturing, excited, and accepting part of me is something special. But it's also what has led to my heartbreak time and time again. Sometimes there have been times I've called it love, when it was really just love of the idea of love. Still, every person who has crossed my path taught me something that shaped who I am today. This isn't a sad story. Sure, there have been sad chapters, even during the writing of this book, as I held on tightly to a dream, only to watch it crumble. But this is a story of hope. It's a story of love. It's a story of pivoting. Not the fairy tale kind of love, not the polished, perfect kind. It's the hope of finding what I was really searching for, love within myself. There are always two sides to every story. Neither is right or wrong, just different perspectives. Just like love. We are shaped by how we were raised, how we experience loss, how we've experienced trauma, how we heal. Growth begins when we choose to stay open, when we learn to pivot back to love. In Jillian Turecki's It Begins With You, she writes, "The relationship we have with ourselves is the most important relationship we will ever have, and we will have to continually work on that relationship to break through the barriers that prevent us from true emotional intimacy with another person." So many of us miss that mark. Love is the theme of nearly every story, song, and film. And yet we struggle to truly understand it. I know I have. That's why I'm writing this book. I hope my story inspires you because I've missed the mark more times than I can count. This is a one-sided account of my past. Relationships, heartbreaks, awakenings that led me to a deeper, evolving love. A love I began to find when I started loving myself for who I was, who I am, and who I'm becoming. Self-love is a daily choice. It's not always easy. I probably let myself down more than anyone else, but I'm finally starting to see the patterns I was oblivious to before. Most of my life, I looked for love in all the wrong places, because looking outside ourselves is easier, because it's comforting to believe that someone else will save us. Esther Perel puts it best in Mating in Captivity. Today, we look to one person to provide what an entire village once did, a sense of grounding, meaning, and continuity. When you see it that way, it's no wonder so many of us feel disappointed. It's no wonder more people are choosing to stay single and are throwing up their hands in frustration. So I'm writing this book for the both of us, to face the expectations, fears, and patterns I've had to dismantle, to show you how I began setting boundaries, confronting self-sabotage, choosing a year of sobriety, and finding strength in the love and support of my people. Truth is messy. Sometimes I wonder if our ugliest parts are meant to be shared, or do we keep them sacred? I used to think no one would love my darkness when I barely knew how to love it myself. Some days I still struggle. I wonder which truths are mine to hold and which can be handed over. Is healing a battle or an act of surrender? What happens when we stop trying to rewrite the past and start becoming who we're meant to be? Every messy chapter led me here, to a love that feels hopeful and human, inside and out. Writing this has been hard. This is me,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?